हेलो। मैं अश्वनी और आज हम लोग एक बुक का रिव्यू करने वाले हैं। उस बुक का नाम है यू कैन विन बाय सिप खेरा। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो फर्स्ट वील हैव अ क्विक रिव्यू about the author, who is author and what is about. So author is Mr. Shiv Khera, and he is the founder of Qualified Learning System USA, and he is an educator, business consultant, and success entrepreneur. He inspires and encourages people, making them realize their true potential. Like a motivational speaker, he has taken his dynamic personal messages to opposite sides of the globe, from the US to Singapore. Uh, Mr. Khera is the author of 16 books, including this particular You Can Win. This is an international bestseller of his books. So yeah, this is all about Mr. Khera, and like very first quote here I find in this book, uh, that is, winners don't do different things, they do things differently. So this is a very motivational quote. Like if people are winning, they are not different people, they are just doing things differently, that's why they are winning. So this is the like basic perspective of this book, because who are successful, they are the same person we are, but they are doing things differently, that's why they are successful. So how we can achieve those things and implement in our life, so we can also be successful. So that is all Mr. Khera wrote about. So let's begin with the first chapter. So first chapter is importance of attitude, and in this chapter Mr. Khera discussed about how you can build a positive attitude, because people have different kind of attitude. Some have negative, some has positive, and some have like they don't have any kind of attitude. So it is very important to have a positive attitude if you are working, if you are like living in a society, whatever it is, there must be a positive attitude in you. So the first chapter, I'll just brief you some of the key points which I found in first chapter. So the first chapter, I found that there is a quote which is very good. So that quote is, the greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. So Mr. Khera is saying that whatever the generation we are living in right now, so we can change our lives. We don't have to do anything, we just have to follow the right positive attitude. So this is what he's trying to say here. And what's the need of this positive attitude? We need to develop a positive attitude to get success. And the foundation of success, regardless of your chosen field, the foundation of success regardless of your chosen field, is attitude. Positive attitude is the key point for success, regardless of whatever field you are in and whatever work you are doing. But having a positive attitude, it's the basic key point which you must acquire. You must have that point. And yeah, there are some points which Mr. Khera has told to follow in our lives. So those points are: people who don't know how to recognize the opportunity, people who don't know how to recognize the opportunity complain of noise when it knocks. Lost opportunities are easier recognized when they are leaving rather than when they are coming. So these are two major points which he initiated, and then he discovered a very good point here, very good terms, that is TQP, total quality people. And what does this mean? This term is total quality people are people with character, integrity, good values, and positive attitudes. So, if you are in this particular group and you have this very good character, integrity, good values, and positive attitudes, then you have this TQP index. So you must have all these four qualities. You must have a good character, integrity, good values, and a positive attitude. Wherever you are working, wherever you are living, in every field, you must require these things in you to have a successful life. And how you can how you can determine that you have a positive attitudes, and how you can determine that whatever you do and wherever you are living, how you can check that these people's are positive attitudes. And there are three basic things which Mr. Khera has uh, written about. So these three major qualities, how you can determine the attitude. The first one is environment, experience, and education. So you can determine the positive attitudes, or like any kind of attitudes, if you have a proper environment, proper experience, and proper education. So these are three major points through you can determine the positive attitudes. And what is positive attitudes, and why we have this positive attitudes? I don't know why this book is always saying about positive attitudes. Positive attitudes. What is the reason and why it is so important in our lives? So Mr. Khera has also written some of the basic benefits which you will have if you have this positive attitude. So what is the basic key points profits you will get, and what is the benefits you will see in yourself after you have this positive attitude and you are following this path? So this makes for a pleasing personality. If you have positive attitudes, you would be having a pleasing personality. It's energizing, increases your enjoyment of life, inspire others who are around you, helps people becoming contributing member of the society and an asset to your country. So if these are some factors which affect you as a person. And if you are working anywhere, any organization, any big companies or anywhere, so what company will get if you have this positive attitudes? What you will serve as an employee in that company? So your productivity increases, your solves problems skills will increase if you have positive attitudes, improves quality, makes for a congenial atmosphere, profits increases, reduces stress. If you have positive attitudes, you are always happy. It definitely is going to reduce your stress. So if we don't have this positive attitude, so obviously we have a negative attitude. So what is the very much consequences if we have the negative attitudes, and how you can convince a particular person to change that negative attitude to positive attitude? So there are some key points how you can determine that this person have negative attitudes. So there are three or four major qualities you can check and determine whether this person is having a negative attitude or not. So the first one is bitterness, the second one is resentment, and third one is a purposeless life. If you don't have purpose, then it's very the life is very dull. You need to have a purpose, why you are living, why you are working, why you are doing anything you are doing. Ill health, high stress levels for themselves and others, So these are some qualities. If you have negative attitudes, you will have health problems. You will feel resentment, like you don't have a purpose why you are working, why you are doing everything. You will have a problem with everything, whatever you are doing and whatever you are willing to do. You won't have anything, like you won't feel like doing anything new. You are restricted for this particular field and you are good at this. So this is like you are just getting like fixed in a particular situation. You are not able to get out from the situation, and you don't want to. So this is like first chapter we have completed. So this is the importance of attitude. So Mr. Kheda has determined many points here. So now we'll go to second chapter, and second chapter is how to build a positive attitude. So we have talked about the positive attitudes and negative attitudes, and what is the reason and why we have to uh, change that negative attitudes positive attitudes. Now he has expressed the process how we can change our negative attitudes to positive attitudes. Okay, so there are he has expressed around 8 to 9 steps to change your attitude to positive attitude. So first one is change focus, look for the positive. So if you need to become a seeker of good, you need to focus on the positive things in your life. So the first one is change focus, look for the positive only, and start looking what is the right in the right in a person or situation, instead of looking what is wrong. So if you are meeting someone and if you are living in a society, there are many good things and bad things happening, and you will find different kind of things. So start looking on the positive aspects of things, not the raw negative aspect of things. Or if you are meeting with any stranger or any known person, so try to focus on the positive things whatever they have. So you will, if you don't have that positive quality whatever they have, so you can bring that change in yourself, rather than counting the negative points and the wrong things they have. So this is first point, focus on the positive only. The second point is make a habit of doing it now. How you can have a positive attitude? So if you are done with the work, and if you are working in an organization and your manager is asking something you about, like when you will complete this work and whatever it is. So if you have finished that work on time, then you won't you worry about anything. But if you didn't finish that work on time, that it is a difficult situation. So that then in the second case, you need to like have a reason that why didn't you finish your work. So at that point, that brings a negative attitude, because you need to have a reason for the things which you might have done but you didn't do. So this is something you have to change. If you have anything in hand, finish it right now. Don't keep it, no, don't push it away for next time or anything else. So the second point is make a habit of doing it right now. And the third point is develop an attitude of gratitude. Develop an attitude of gratitude. So like count your blessings. There are many people who, if you speak politely with people, they will also reply you with a very sweetness and polite way. So if you want to have a good conversation, if you want to have a good relations with people, with organization, with communities, you have to be polite, and the gratitude, you have that gratitude to talk, how to talk people and how to communicate. That is the big step you are taking if you are going to build a positive attitudes in you. So develop an attitude of gratitude. And the fourth step is get into a continuous education program. The fourth one is get into a continuous education program. Let's get some uh, myths. There are many myths about the educational program we have in India, like in anywhere in the world. So so whatever we learn in schools and colleges, like that, we are learning on the uh, like academic things only, like the theoretical part we are, but we don't, nobody is like caring about the real aspects of your life, like after college how you are going to deal with the real world, how you are going to deal with the real people. So these things you need to understand on yourself. Nobody is going to provide you those things. So this is what is book about. If you will if you don't know all these things, because most of us don't know, so if we don't know, then this book is very good for us to learn how to get up and be a good man in this society, and for us and for the people who are around us. So this is like get into a continuous program, educational program. And we know that we in our schools and colleges, or like all universities, there is we always like talk about the knowledge, like we get job based on our knowledge. So knowledge, what is knowledge? Knowledge is not a power. Knowledge, if you have a proper knowledge but you don't have a proper communication or gratitude, if you don't have a positive attitude, you won't be able to get a good job, because communication is the key of your knowledge. Like how you will transfer your knowledge, you need to have a positive attitude and a good communication skill to pass your knowledge to the other one who is like listening you, or who is looking up to you. So knowledge is potential power, wisdom is real power. Education takes many forms. It is not just grades and degree. It is, what is education? So education is cultivating your strength, learning self discipline, listening, or learn. These are some points which is on which our education would be depend on. But we right now, what we have our education system is so like limited. We don't have these real time aspects to learn. So this is what this fourth point is, and we may move to fifth point. And so the fifth point, before going to fifth point, Mr. Khera has written some points how you can how a person can know that he have a positive attitudes, and like if anyone is successful, then why he is successful, what is the main points we need to learn from them. So there are 5 C's he is declared. So first one is character, commitment, conviction, courtesy, and courage. These 5 C, if you have, you will be successful. So all the people who are successful, all the people have these 5 C's. That's why they are successful. So the next point, if we talk about the next point is so the next point is building a positive self-esteem. So building a positive self-esteem means if you want to build a positive attitude, that you will have a positive self-esteem. So one of the fastest way to do so, it's something like you need to do something for those who cannot repay you in cash or kind. So like self-esteem, like if you like someone is in need, and he is poor and he wants some money, he wants some food, or he wants any kind of help which you can provide in your position. So just provide it without hoping that he will repay me or not. So that kind of self-esteem you must have, because that will make you feel good that I have helped this person and I'm not like looking after that he will help me back or not. So this is to build a positive self-esteem. And the sixth point is stay away from negative influences. There are many negative influences on social media, or like there are trollers or the negative influencer. There are many people negative influencer around you in your society, in your family. So try to ignore those negative influencers in your life, in your workspace mostly. And the seventh point is learn to like the things that need to be done. So start by doing what is necessary, then what is possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. So this is seventh point, and the last point is what would be the action plans. If we are like going to, we have read this all points, like how we can plan out this particular thing, and how we can build this particular so-called positive attitudes that is very necessary. Okay, so if we summarize this, all 7 points, all 7 or 8 points, this is all about look for the positive, make a habit of doing it right now, develop a attitude of gratitude, create a continuous educational program for yourself, build positive self-esteem, stay out, stay away, and ignore those who have negative influence. Learn to like things that needs to be done. Start your day with something positive. So this is our second chapter, and second chapter finishes here. And so we'll move to the third chapter, and third chapter is success, and what is the winning strategy of success. So this is quite interesting. I found it very interesting. So the uh, so here is a quote that is, uh, there is no name who has given this quote, so I would say this is an anonymous quote. So that quote is, if you really want to succeed, from the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. If you want to have success, change your habit of doing things which failures don't want to do. So if someone is not trying to do a particular things because they think that they might fail, but you are doing that thing because you think you might achieve that particular thing, then you are successful because you are even trying that thing. But failures are not even trying that particular thing because of they think that they might fail. So this is the basic point. Like if you won't try, you will never be success. If you will try, there are chances you will get success. So this is what this particular chapter is about. Okay, so there might be some obstacles to success, which will be like some are real, some are imagined. What we If we are going to start something, we imagine a lot of things that might disturb our journey, or that might disturb ourselves to start the particular thing or to start the particular work. So what's like the main obstacle in like getting success? So first one, ego, and the fear of failure, lack of self-esteem. We have earlier talked about, if a person is not willing to do anything because of he think or they think that they might fail, so that is like lack of self-esteem, no plan. So if you are going to do anything, any work, any project, or anything in your life, you must have a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, that how will you execute that plan properly? So you must have a plan. Lack of If you have a lack of commitment, then you will never going to get a success. Because commitment, training, persistence, and priorities, you have to set all four these terms in your life. So this is something success is all about. Depend on. And next, there is a thing like how we are going to measure this, how much, like how we are going to measure success in our life or in people. So success is not measured by our position in life. Success is not measured by our position in life, but by the obstacles we overcome to get there. So I have mentioned, like Mr. Kira has mentioned, some of the obstacles. If you have uh, overcome most of these obstacles, then it is a big success for you, because these are some points which we all have in ourselves. Yeah, so this is the journey. This is journey. If we overcome all these obstacles, we are successful. If we don't overcome all these obstacles, we are fail. Yeah, we are the failure. So this is something how we can measure, and how we can check that we are successful and all the people are successful. They don't have these obstacles. They have overcome these obstacles. So this is yeah. So life. So as Mr. Kira written, life is full of choices and compromises. In life, we in many ways or in many situation, we have to make like different choices, and we have to do compromise. So there is a quote which is William Jennings Bryan, and this quote says, "Destiny is not a matter of chance. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved." So, and like how you can define that if, like what is the particular qualities if a person have, if he is a successful man. So desire, you must have a desire of doing something. You must have a plan, and you must have a desire to learn new things in your life. And second one is commitment. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are willing to do, you must have a commitment on that. Try not to become a successful man. There's a Albert Einstein's quote: "Try not to be a successful man, but rather try to become a man of value." So, if commitment is very like, you should be a man of your words. So the second point, and the third point is responsibility. You must take the responsibility whatever you are doing, your organization, your work, your family. So there is a George Gritter. He has he made a very good comment on this responsibility. A duty which becomes a desire will ultimately become a delight. A duty which becomes a desire will ultimately become a delight. And the fourth one is hard work. Hard work is like the basic point. So whatever, if you have a desire, then will do a you will do hard work to achieve that desire. And in that process, you must have this commitment and responsibility whatever you are doing. So this is hard work. And the fifth point is character. You must have a good character. You must have a you must have to look around people who are and how they are. So so this is like your the man of values, like the man of own words. So this is like whatever good values you have, the positive attitudes, and your good personalities, your skills. These are all your character, how you build yourself, and how you are showing yourself to the society and to the other people. So these are some points. And the sixth one is positive believing. If you are a positive believer, then you must be a successful person. You will be a successful person. And the most important part of success is you give more than you get. You give more than you get. So like, if you have a lot of money and if you have a lot of fame, and if you are not using that money or fame to the people who are in need, then it is a waste. Like, there is nothing you can do with your money, because that is not being used to those people who are in need. So you must give more than you get. So this is what in third chapter, the success, we in this uh, author defined. So this is all. I have finished 3 chapters, and in next video we'll have the next chapters review, and I'll let you know that how those chapters are connected and how they are important. So till now this book is very amazing, and I'll definitely suggest you guys to read everything and to enjoy this book, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.